We interrupt you now to introduce a new show on this broadcast showing every Tuesday. Triangle Today, brought to you by the Jackson Callan Company.
Hello and good afternoon, listeners, and welcome to Triangle Today. The year is 1932. This is Robert Green speaking to you from WEAF, New York. Today we have two infamous men here for an interview. Al Capone, recently getting arrested, might spark your interest, and is surprisingly willing to take an interview with us. And if that doesn't float your boat, we have Canadian Big Rod, Rocco Perry. So, today, we have a short program, but we'll try to get in as much as we can. On to the first question. Where are you from?
Brooklyn, born and raised. Lived in the slums, but we weren't that poor. Being surrounded by crime is probably what started it all.
I'm from Italy. When I was a younger boy, me and my family were moving to Canada.
That's a bit vague. Do you mind elaborating a bit?
See, once we arrived from Italy, I set up shop in Hamilton with my parents, and we happened to move around much since.
Ah, so your parents. Why did you move? Why did your parents move?
They thought that there would be many more opportunities for life in Canada.
How did Prohibition affect you?
Prohibition paved my way to glory. My mentor, Torio, retired in 25, leaving me to take over. I was running the underground, gambling, hookers, bootlegging, you get it. I was gunning down anyone who dared to stand against me. It's all fun and games until someone caps your best friend. It all catches up to you, but it was worth the ride.
Wow, what a response. Seems that you have been on a wild ride. And you, Rocco?
I saw Prohibition as a massive opportunity to make lots of money by selling booze to Americans for a large sum and buying it cheap from Canadians. I mean, it's not like I could pass up quick cash.
Ah, so doing it for your fellow Canadian. That was your reason. What a hero. What do you guys do for entertainment?
I find gambling's a good way to pass the time. And if you got luck, you'll make some real dough.
You know, I did what the average Joe did. You know, I listened to the radio, went out for drinks, played pool, regular things.
So gambling and hooch. I love it. My Saturday afternoon. How do you earn your salaries?
They was all lining up to gamble the life savings. I mean, that had me rolling the dough, along with the bootlegging of Prohibition and prostitution. They was a big source of income. I owned a sling of clubs that had the people to know in the city. They were all the types of people. Hot rods, jigs, mouthpieces, coppers, and even some John Laws. Some eventually I made business too, but at the end of the day, they were playing in my domain, while showering me with cash.
You know, I was a businessman. I sold products to people who wanted them, bought products from those who didn't. You know, I quenched thirst to my fellow Canadians, and even I've been going down south to sell into some Americans, you know?
So booze, prostitution, and gambling. You own what you love. Living the dream. And now, a message from our sponsors.
Hey there. No matter who you are, you need your house clean. So why not pick up a Hoover Model 543? It cleans with ease. No place is left dirty. Always reliable. And fitted with the new positive agitation, it cleans with more power and speed than ever. Your house will shine brightly. It beats as it sweeps, as it cleans, with Hoover. Pick one up today.
Where do you do business?
Chicago. As you might know, Chicago these days is synonymous with corruption. It was flowing with booze and crime and, most importantly, a wild nightlife. I moved there, and in a few months, booze was made illegal, and that was my opportunity to show.
I found it easier to do business anywhere my clientele needed me to be, you know? I've been around Ontario and the U.S. because that's the way I get the most profit. In specifics, Buffalo and Niagara.
Big cities, night-rich cities. Lucky man. What kind of people did you deal with?
You know, I deal with a lot of people in my time. A lot of boys in my business and more than a few boys on the side of the law. At the end of the day, they want money or booze.
Ah, so on both sides. Source says that both you and your wife are involved in criminal activity. Is that true?
Alright, listen here, buddy. You can talk about me, but don't bring Bessie in this. She's a good girl. She ain't done nothing. I may have done some bad stuff, and she might have helped, but that's only because I forced her to,
I've heard differently, but on to the next question. I hear that you have also been expanding your enterprise onwards to the States. Mind to comment?
We've been expanding more southwards towards the States. However, we've been, let's say, diversifying our market. The many kinds of products, gambling, prostitution, drugs, alcohol, we got a whole whack all over this stuff.
And now, a message from our sponsors.
Hey there. Are you still struggling with ice? Well, what are you doing without a Frigidaire electrical refrigerator? No longer with the morning exchange of ice and weather uncertainty, and say hello to serving frozen desserts with ease. All Frigadaire creates automatic ice and has virtually no maintenance required. Dependability and low cost awaits within each Frigadaire unit. Join the hundreds of thousands and abandon your ice boxes. Keep your food fresh and tasty with Frigadaire.
Capone, what kind of things did you do in the famous Outfit Gang?
Taking out rivals, doing business with whoever was paying. We often needed to take back our land and show 'em who's boss. Sometimes, when someone was giving us trouble, we would take 'em out for a ride in a nice car, or throw a banquet, feed 'em, and shoot 'em down with the typewriters.
Wait, I have you here that you were taken in for a different reason. What crime were you targeted for?
Out of everything that I've done, they got me for evading taxes. Pretty crazy. Can you believe it? It's a real shame that's what went down.
Time's short, so if you please, one last question. What went down in the Valentine's Day Massacre, Capone?
No shame talking about it. That's where it all went downhill. I wanted to give Frank and Peter, the brothers and the friends, some rat-tat-tat. Needed them to be put in their place. Remember, I never kill a man that don't deserve it, so I had my reason. Did the old, I'm a cop, and shoot him with the hands up. Not me, though. My men did. Though this led to me being the target of the feds. They took everyone I knew and loved for tax evasion.
Well, that's all time that we have today, folks. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week. And now, a message from our sponsors.
Tired of lugging groceries around on foot? Or having to walk to get to work? Why not purchase a brand new Chevrolet Superior sedan from General Motors? Storage space, 4 seats. This is made for families. Road trips, groceries, visits? No problem. For those of you youngsters who are looking for a bit more speed, the Superior is made for you. The 4-cylinder engines of this model guarantees high speeds and reliability. Remember, General Motors is for you. Buy one today.